right, GM friends, happy Friday. I hope you guys are having an amazing start to your Friday. And it seems like this week is definitely gearing up a little bit towards our usual momentum. A lot of our folks were definitely, away celebrating Breakpoint and having an amazing Breakpoint. And yes, for like the 52nd, time of this year, I seem to be celebrating my birthday every week on Friday, which is not too bad of an idea, actually. And I'm not complaining. So thanks a lot, Ben, for being so generous with your happy birthday wishes. I am not complaining. But, all in all, jokes aside, it's always nice to be hanging out with fellow monkeys. Oh, don't worry, to save you guys from your, precious eardrums, I have made sure to mute out all the pings. So don't worry if our folks, keep pinging through, your eardrums will be safe, at least for this week. So without trying to get myself too distracted, I am going to start off this week's town hall by sharing with you this amazing production video that we had. Actually, just shared it out as well yesterday, related to our Breakpoint event recap. So, if you are, for example, like myself, who haven't actually been able to be part of the Breakpoint crew this year, don't worry. I believe there is many more other opportunities to come, and there is also the alpha in which the breakpoint for next year could actually be held in Singapore. And the last we checked, Stro actually mentioned that they updated their website as well, so that is likely to be locked in already. Now, if you are also looking for some exciting alpha, although the Breakpoint 2023 has just ended, we have actually started, sourcing for potential, Monkey Hotel, because we really wanted to make it happen this round, but because of the transition and a bunch of other things that were happening, for this year, it unfortunately, didn't come into fruition. But we are definitely not going to, let it miss as much as let it sleep as much as possible, given that it is also going to be in my precious Singapore. So we'll try our best to see if we can work something out and put everybody together in the same place for next year. But for now, please enjoy the video, and I'm going to bug you with that amazing video once again. All right, feel free to go check it out. All right, so no town hall will be complete if we do not run through our good old newsletter. And I'm not sure if you guys are aware, I mention this every week, but it doesn't ever get old. It will never ever get old. Our banana split is actually on the 91st edition this week. It's so crazy to think that this is actually the 91st edition, and that every week consistently over the last 90 weeks, because this week is the 91st, there is this silent group of monkeys who are always coming together behind the scenes, behind your busy DGen means and Gen 2 chats and whatnot, to come together and organize this newsletter. So big shout out to the team for always, turning up and making things happen. But this week's town hall is featuring the FOMO Mag cover page. I'm not complaining. There is one specific, there are many very notable and very identifiable monkeys, although, in very different form. And of course, our iconic Soul Big Brain with its Soul Cat, just wilding it out there. So I hope you guys are excited. I know Nano managed to get a hard copy of it. He believes that it will be appreciating in value, and he plans to keep it for the many generations to come. So I'm not sure about you, but that is Nano's retirement plan. Oh, he has, so he has to get wrecked. I am definitely going to try to get hold of it if I ever see him again. All right, so moving forward, the newsletter running through the Town Hall TLDR again, November 3rd, 2023. This was last week's Town Hall. And yes, I just want to quickly mention, apologies, I find myself sort of like, popping up here and there everywhere, especially when we are running through this Town Hall. But before we actually go, deeper, I want to quickly mention that Town hall is actually adjusted by an hour for many of our folks who may not be living in the North America side of the world. All right. This is also largely due to daylight saving. And if you are wondering why is it so confusing, this is not intentional. Neither is this term of daylight saving decided by MonkeDAO. I wish it was because it would have been equally iconic anyway. But the daylight saving has actually sort of kicked in. And, for our friends in Asia, like TD77, unfortunately, this is 1 hour later for you. And, friends from all around the world, just take note of that, especially if you're listening to this on record as well. Just make sure that the safest way to look at the town hall timings is to actually check out the event tab on our MonkeDAO Discord. That should be the safest for you. Yes, CEO, thanks a lot for joining us despite it being so late. This is actually 1 a.m. for TD77 and myself as well, but it's always fun out here, monkey business, especially at night. All right, so getting back to the groove of the town hall, TLDR, and the newsletter, especially, quick reminder: if you guys do not want to sit through an hour of blabbering by your fellow and your loveliest monkeys, you can always pop into the Discord, use the command !town hall TLDR within our MonkeDAO server, and you will get everything that you need to know in point form very quickly. All right. And this last week's one is no difference. Big shout out to our monkey for recording it and also putting out the TLDR on a weekly basis. As well, yeah, I think Simon has been very kind in dropping a lot of alpha in the chat. If you guys haven't checked it out, please come to the Town Hall Tech Chat thread to see a lot of monkey content that Simon has shared. And I just want to quickly also mention this specific post that has caught my eyes multiple times, caught my attention multiple times. The bakes by Pretzel, they honestly look amazing, and I am sure many of you were fortunate enough to be able to interact, with that either in well, I want to say you either managed to see it or you actually finish your cookie, which you probably would not have kept it till now, either way. But anyway, so that's the post that Simon put out. If you guys are interested, please come and just slowly scroll through it and you will be able to get all the information that you need to know. Tiquis Mikius, can you please show some of my shitcoin bags to the audience for Savannah's sake? I actually had the understanding that, when I first came to Gen 2 chat this morning, everyone, including, our friends on the yellow tag names, were all talking about different kinds of shitcoin. So I thought that season was already here. So I'm not going to, share a little bit of my airtime with the shitcoin season just yet. But as usual, please do your own due diligence as much as these things are fun. Try to contain them in the right channel for discussions. And I wish you all the very best with that. So getting back to the newsletter groove again, Monday Monkey Spotlight, quickly mentioned this is a platform that we try to sort of utilize to, feature our fellow monkeys project. If you are working on anything interesting and you want to leverage on that platform, feel free to, find a time there. We're most happy to host you there. There's also the Hong Kong Hacker House upcoming in, I believe, like 3 to 4 days or so, November 14 to 17. This should also be a movie by itself. It should be, equally fun, and a lot of our fellow monkeys who are based in Hong Kong will be there for sure. So go check it out if you haven't already done so. Similarly, quickly mention the monkey music as well. There's also a channel for you for you to post your song of the day, and feel free to go check it out. And needless to say, our friends at Monkey Music have been doing such an amazing job. Hope you are excited. There's also one quick mention about Ethan's DAO. It's a 2-day offline event with in-person guidance from core contributors to Solana ecosystem and beyond. So similarly, if you're interested, that is the place where you need to go. All right, newsletter as usual, summing up with all sorts of monkey content. And our man Norm seems to have been traveling a fair bit and gathering with some of our most amazing monkeys all around the world. And that apparently is only possible with MonkeDAO. No offense to our friends who are camping on the other side with the possibility with something else. GM from the MonkeDAO Boost Cruise. There's a bunch of monkey content. Not going to go through all of them, but you get the idea. This week's newsletter is probably one of the editions that has one of the longest section for monkey content because this is the only way to try to even do it justice, because no matter what, this content can never really be followed through quickly enough. All right, so I'm going to leave you to slowly digest them through at your own free time. But the newsletter can also be reached via the announcement channel. And if you guys are listening to this on record and wondering where you can go to the announcement channel to find the newsletter post, and you can basically download it or view it in PDF or directly online as well. All right. So that's it for us for this week, and for the newsletter especially. Next up, I'm going to bring up Stroll, our fellow monkey, to come and share with us a little bit regarding the proposal that is being worked on, apparently for something related to Solana. So Stroll, GM, I hope you are having a great start to your day whenever you're. Love to have you up here.
GM, everyone. So, as you probably know, the MonkeDAO treasury has a lot of Solana sitting there doing nothing, and now we finally decide to stake this Solana. And in a couple of days, we're gonna have an on-chain vote. So all you guys can vote to stake the Solana in our treasury. And as soon as the vote will pass, we will finally be able not also to stake our Solana and make more profit for the future of MonkeDAO, but as well as helping Solana to be more secure and decentralized. So that's all for now. Taking our Solana, making more profit, and secure Solana.
All right, thanks a lot, Stro. And just a quick update as well. Aside from what Stro mentioned, I think it's also a good segue to mention that today, especially this morning, has been an extremely busy one for some of our friends, especially within the exec team. There's another batch of Solana that was briefly converted to USDC. This is part of the overall arcing strategy to sort of balance out the holdings in proportion. And with these latest sort of swaps that were done, the treasury is approximately between, or should I say, around 75% or so, and then another 25% of USDC worth. And similarly, if you are looking for a quick overview of the latest finances of the DAO, this should be the link that you can refer to. I believe this was shared previously as well, the MonkeDAO Finances 2023 sheet. This is also updated. I believe right now we still do need to update some of the numbers from the latest swaps. Nano actually did update it for us and the latest numbers that you see here should be relatively accurate. There may still be some slight discrepancy, but by and large, they should be relatively accurate. And I want to point your attention especially to the treasury, the main treasury total USDC holdings. It's approximately around 564,000 today. With the other sides of like Solana and whatnot inclusive, I think we have easily over 35,000 Solana at the current juncture, after including all the latest figures and whatnot, bringing the total value, especially if you look at our realms. Let me share with you our realms link again. I'm sure you guys are aware of this. This should be around slightly over 2.4 million. And yes, it seems like Simon made a comment just like poking a little bit of fun, but I think doing nothing, I think this may not entirely be wrong. Simon says doing nothing means going up 100% in a month. Is this only possible on Solana? well, I can't comment on that, but I just wanted to flag it out regardless. So thanks a lot, Simon, for bringing that out. Um, yes, Prezzo says pump my numbers for more cookies. So apparently, if you follow Prezzo via his Twitter of Dude Bakes, I think Prezzo will probably make us exclusive MonkeDAO cookies for the 9 other breakpoints to come. So that will cover us at least well due to 2032, I believe. So thanks a lot, Prezzo, in advance. Only possible on in MonkeDAO. Okay, so that is the latest finance updates, to share with you guys. But outside from that, latest, activity that we have done, in terms of the swaps and whatnot, bringing the treasury proportion to the 25-75 state at the current juncture. We also have been working on a bunch of finance overhaul, especially given that some of the sequence of events that may have happened recently around security and whatnot, and also in a bid to sort of improve better transparency, we have actually sort of work on exporting some of the transaction statement and having them categorized. And at this point, we also want to quickly highlight, two fellow monkeys who have very kindly volunteered their time, Nex and Parks. Norm actually connected them to us a couple of weeks back, and they very kindly actually volunteered our time to help categorize some of the transactions, and are currently in the works of putting out those simplified like P&L, and we'll sort of see what's a more appropriate cadence to put them out either on a monthly or a quarterly basis. But this way it can help us get a better understanding and better overview of what's going on with the DAO from a finance perspective on a regular basis. Aside from that, we are also officially transiting we have actually sort of got onboarded onto Squads V4, and I'm not sure. Yes, Nano, big shout out to Andy for doing that for the last year, especially helping to coordinate the platform integral. So yeah, sorry, I'm getting a little bit distracted, but especially recently, I think we at MonkeDAO actually got onboarded onto Squads V4. I'm not sure if you guys heard of or seen the post put out by Squads Protocol recently. They introduced the V4 version of their multi-sig, and it's actually a much better experience compared to what we have used previously. This latest transition to Squads V4 is something that we are exploring and potentially raising a conversation around whether if we want to move our multi-sig here at some point. But this will probably be a conversation that we will revisit once Squads V4 becomes a little bit more stable or rather familiar for us. We have already done a fair bit of transaction around test transactions, especially to set up our Squads V4. Today, we swapped over 200,000 worth of also simply via Squads V4, and it was done very quickly with very minimal to no sort of friction. So big shout out to that platform. But I think what is really impressive about Squads V4 that we want to highlight as well is the ability to now add multiple wallets. And this addition of multiple wallets can also be done via the collective of a multi-sig. And these different wallets that you actually add, you can also set different limits to them accordingly. So for example, right now, Squads, we have one wallet address, which is the main treasury, right? So that is where we could potentially be keeping most of our items there, most of our assets there. And suppose if we spin out other subcommunities, just using, for example, Monkey Gaming, Monkey Music, etc., or other project specific, like certain event specific, like breakpoint budget, etc., we could basically spin out these different accounts, just have them parked under the same group of signers, and basically have them categorized for the different transaction purposes. So that's number one. Now, number two, what is interesting about this Squads V4 that I think we also want to quickly mention is that there is the ability to set spending limits for each individual wallets. What this spending limits actually does is that it allows certain transactions to be sent up to a certain amount of USDC or the specific token. Uh, so any proposal raised or any transaction that is requested to send, for example, up to 1,000 USDC or 20 so, will not require any sort of votes. Now, this is sort of like a middle ground between the typical hot wallets that we have seen, as well as the ability to move away from individuals signing up for their own hot wallet account, embedded to their own seed phrase, and then sending transactions via hot wallets. So with these spending limits introduction, we will actually be looking to move all the hot wallet activities, including disbursements of monthly reimbursements or small ticket reimbursements to our community members, DAO members, execs, etc. Anything below $1,000 or so, which typically would have been reimbursed via the hot wallet that we have used, will now be progressively transited towards squats. So what this means with Squats V4 is that we are removing the usage of individual hot wallets over a certain period of time. Right. So that's the goal for now. And yeah, I think that is the biggest update. And also with this Squats V4, they also now support they also now support compressed NFTs. Now, the one of the biggest reason we were holding NFTs onto our still on our hot wallet previously was because the Realms wasn't the most user friendly platform at that point in terms of interacting with NFTs and depositing NFTs. So it was quite a challenge to try to utilize that, and Squats at that time still did not support compressed NFTs. So as a result, a lot of the NFTs, like over 99 Tensorins or so, were actually held in the hot wallet. But the good news is that all these NFTs that were originally held in the hot wallet have now been transited to our Squats V4. And this is important for you to know as a MonkeDAO member, because these assets belong, these NFTs also belong to the DAO, and they are now well secured in the Squats multi-sig. Any transaction, including any marketing stuff and whatnot, sending of NFTs for giveaway, will all be facilitated via this Squats multi-sig. And apologies if I'm taking such a long time to run through this and you are falling asleep on whatever that I'm talking about. But we think that it's important to keep you updated as we, continue to explore different ways to move towards a trustless environment, because, a DAO, needs to be designed in such a manner. And we want to make sure that no matter what actions that we take, will be sort of focused around, the improvement of moving towards an operating environment that is true to the ethos of Web3 as well. So that is the latest update related to finance. And I believe we are closing out to the tail end of the town hall. And I am just looking at the town hall text chat, and I believe I have missed out a lot of the memo, and it seems like a party has been locked in without my consent and without my awareness. But this sounds like it's been fun. It will be fun. I am actually not sure how to react to this, but let's see what this actually makes out to be and what sort of reception this will have. All right, I love you guys, man. You guys are one of the reasons why I wake up, every day and still feel pumped up for everything that we do, despite everything that we've been through. All right, I'm sure you guys are really excited about this because Jamie blabbering is always kind of a challenge to stay awake sometimes, especially for the less, interesting and a little bit more boring stuff. But I can assure you, the next section is what many of you have been calling out for. Now, if you can guess this correctly, you can manifest your chances of, X, Y, Z. So if you want to guess the last section of today's town hall, feel free to do so. It seems like some of us have already started doing it. Maybe, distro, there's a way where we can give some of them a little bit more opportunity to win, I guess, or maybe not. So without further delay, let me now pass the stage time, the amazing airtime now to our favorite monkey distro to walk you through the exciting part of this week's town hall, which is our raffles, the raffles that you have been waiting for a long time. So distro, whenever you're ready, feel free to take it over.
Yes, I'm ready. Thanks for the introduction. All right, so we have a few different things today to raffle. There's been like many people asking about this for a little bit, so sorry about that. We kind of were a little bit busy with all of the stuff on at Breakpoint. But we have three raffles to run today. But before that, I also wanted to say that I think that by now you probably realize that bananas are quite important for monkeys, as you probably figured out. And we are going to keep kind of giving more or more interesting utility to those bananas inside the banana shop. So keep kind of getting as many as possible, so that you kind of benefit from all of the future things that we'll be putting on the banana stand, and other things as well in the future. So yeah, just don't forget about that. You can earn that by being active on Discord, by kind of reacting to our messages and tweets, etc., and also the Twitter PFP as well. That also helps. And of course, buying more monkeys. That's probably the best way to keep increasing your yield of bananas throughout the different days. Anyway, so that's just the main thing that I wanted to let you know. Let me just check now, just share my screen for a little bit, because I have just give me 1 second. I have a few things to show you guys. All right, so okay, go live. Hopefully, go live. All right, so we are streaming live. Okay, good. Okay, so let me just so that's the first Tensorian raffle that we ran. So this was quite a big one. We had I think 400 tickets at the time. So I'm just going to grab that. Let me just give me a second. So we have all of these, and right, and I'm going to put in another tab. Okay, let's see if okay, so we have 333 people that actually bought the ticket. Let me just see if you're all watching this. Yes, you are. Okay, so I'm just going to shuffle this for a little bit, just to give it a little bit of a randomizer. And now let's run the first one. All right. So we have Jebitar. Okay, just give me 1 second. All right.
Maybe we need some, suspense, and some weird music to, hype it up while you do the twist. How many more raffles are we to go? Let's see if I can find some nice music.
All right. Sorry, I got. I was getting like the other stuff. All right, Jebitar, congrats. I'm just gonna remove everyone now. All right, and now we have our second one. Just bear with me for a second because this is loading. All right, so that was one of our recent raffles. So this just before breakpoint, and we have about 54 people joining. So let me just grab that as well. And yeah, we have 54 now. Let me just randomize this a bit, and let's run this. Dribble. Nice. Okay, guys, you got Tensorian as well. So that's our kind of second treasury Tensorian. And finally, we have the barrel. So this was also one of our latest ones. So let me grab that quickly. Right. Okay, so I'm just gonna clear this one and shuffle a little bit, and let's go. Right, we have AKA, I guess. Not sure. AKA. Yeah, we'll have to confirm, like, because sometimes so this Discord username might be like the old one, but I'll check it out anyway. So yeah, so this that's everything. So we've kind of run like the three raffles that we had for today. So yeah, let me let me just double check like the last winner, but I think we should be good. Let me stop streaming, but I'll just double check that, because sometimes we have like the old kind of Discord usernames. But let me just check if they are still here. So that's another thing. But in the meantime, I don't know, like Jamie, if you have anything else to say, I can kind of check while you're kind of talking as well.
All right, yeah, sounds good. Thanks a lot, Distro, for running through the raffles. Most importantly, really appreciate it, and apologies for the slightly filled music. I was definitely trying to sync it to get the momentum going. But I want to quickly mention as well, as Distro is running through some checks for us, is that we've went through a fair bit of discussion as well related to the banana stand. Of course, our fellow monkeys have provided some valuable feedback as to how this could be organized. And I think, Distro especially has been super helpful in having to run through some of the management of the, items on banana stand, having to keep tabs on, what is ending and what is up, etc. But moving forward, we will be trying to see if we can actually organize it, especially, in the way of providing some excitement from a calendar perspective of like, okay, these are like the different items that we plan to put up, and maybe there's a couple of things like surprises along the way, etc. So that is what is upcoming for Banana Stand, and I know some of our fellow monkeys are very excited to spend bananas, to use your bananas. Don't worry, there are definitely many ways that you can spend them. But definitely not redeeming for a ticket to my bathroom, Tausi. Unfortunately, sorry to disappoint you. But not now, or at least not now, at least. All right. So thanks a lot, Distro. Did you want to come out here as well to help us wrap it up for the banana stand raffles?
No, yeah, everything checks out. So congrats to all three of you. And yes, we will have more things coming up, and we will also want to make this more regular, so that you can always kind of expect new things coming up to the banana stand, because yeah, we still have like a few things to kind of put out there. So yeah, just like this week we'll probably so right now if you look at this at the banana stand, it'll be very empty, but we will kind of work this week towards kind of refilling that and having a little more things out there. So yeah, just keep an eye on that.
All right. Sounds good. Yeah. Thanks a lot, Distro. And congratulations to all the winners again. If you guys have any interesting ideas, feel free to send them our way, especially on how we can make Banana Stand a little bit more exciting for you. And now I believe we have reached the tail end of the the laundry list of items that we have for this week's town hall. And of course, that means no more boring stuff, no more classes. And now we can transit to meet our new monkeys in the family. Aside from the many very funny posts that we've seen today, And I'm sure you guys are enjoying the good vibes with the recent, things happen on Solana. And for Solana, let's also take this opportunity to meet our new monkeys. Do we have any new monkeys in the room? I see RTMAV in the group chat who just joined us on the 9th of November 2023. That was, just a couple of days ago. So welcome RTMAV, welcome to the monkey family. We have any other new monkeys? If you are new here, what we typically do on our town hall is, of course, to run through our weekly items, the latest updates for the DAO, so that everybody can be kept updated. This is an amazing platform to do so. But aside from that, we also want to carve some time aside to meet our new monkeys who just joined us. So if you are new here and you have not yet had the opportunity to come up and say hi, we would love to meet you. Please let us know. Please tag myself, Super Simon, Nano, or any of the speakers that you see here on the stage, and let us know, and we can bring you up the stage to say hi. Just giving us a couple minutes. Oh, lovely. Thank you so much, RDM. Maybe I see your request to speak as well. Just responded to it. Whenever you're ready, feel free to unmute yourself, and we'd love to meet you. You can give us a quick intro of yourself, a quick background, how you got into Web3, how you got into MonkeDAO, and let us know how we can show you some monkey love. Cheers.
Hey guys, so I joined, I think yesterday. I bought my first Gen 3. I got into Web3 in like 2016, 2015, found out about Bitcoin pretty early, fumbled the bag. I am a front-end developer and a UX designer. Sorry if there's like an echo right now. I'm noticing there's some echo. But yeah, I've wanted a SMB forever since I first got the Soul in like January of 2021. The Gen 2s are kind of out of my price range at the time, so it's cool that you guys came out with the Gen 3, which are now, I think, at a really like reasonable price for entry for joining the community. And yeah, just happy to be here. Been really enjoying my time in the Discord, and yeah, thank you so much for having me on.
All right, welcome to the family once again, and really excited to hear that your journey in Solana has been a while, and you're now finally part of our monkey family. Feel free to let us know if you can be helpful in any way, and we look forward to having you across all our events, both virtually as well as IRL. Welcome to the family once again.
Thank you. Yeah, I wish I had this last week. I was at Breakpoint. I would have loved to go to the events. But next year,
all right, no worries. Well, the good news is that we still have many, many more breakpoints to go, and I'm sure we will be more than happy to host you in sunny Singapore and be part of the monkey family alongside everybody else.
Yeah, for sure. I'm looking forward to meeting you guys, and Singapore is definitely going to be a movie.
All right, welcome to the family once again. Do we have any more new monkeys in Nano? I am not sure about that. You guys are amazing. All right, I'm trying to not get distracted, but if you are a new monkey, please help me out so that we can all meet you and we can say hi to you, show you some love. Yes, I live in the basement actually. If you are, let me see, I'm actually literally clicking through each and every one of us, but it seems like the majority of our folks here are kind of pretty old monkeys, I would say. Too old that they are, just enjoying celebrating birthdays every day. So this is one thing unique about MonkeDAO. Well, yes, welcome, Jem. That's amazing. All right, last call for any new monkeys before we send you off and dismiss the class so that you can enjoy your precious weekends. I'm sure everybody is looking forward to class dismissal. But yes, RTMAV, thanks so much for joining us. We're very excited to have you here. LFG built indeed. And if you guys haven't sent some love to RTMAV, this is your chance to do so now. Please show him our monkey love. Go and react to all the emojis that you see there. There are 3 of them. There should be no reason why you are not reacting. All right. So if that's the case, I believe we have reached the end of this week's town hall. Have an amazing weekend, and let's manifest for next year's breakpoint to be an even better one as we come together to celebrate Salam.
You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up. Up, 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 don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up.